Oh, hello there. You're probably wondering what I'm doing. It's a school project. I'll explain another time. So, Dylan. Yes, Dylan. So, my first truth was that I love Metroid. Let's see how Dylan replied.
Anyway, I still think this is a truth because who doesn't like Metroid? Seriously, who doesn't like Metroid?
I am very sorry, Dylan, but I hate Metroid. Well, aside from thinking that Samus is actually a pretty cool game character, I dislike the whole game franchise. There are so many games of Metroid now, it's almost starting to become like Zelda, except Zelda being awesome and Metroid being not so awesome to me. The reason why I don't like Metroid that much is because of the gameplay. I used to love it when it was Super Metroid on the SNES, and when you had to when it was a side scroller, and you had to, go around in this giant maze. You had to find items, shoot down monsters, shoot down bosses and stuff. That was pretty awesome. However, when they started to make it a first-person shooter game, I was kind of biased, and I didn't really like it because, it just came over as not so Metroid anymore to me. So I'm sorry, Dylan, this one was a lie. My second truth was that I hate School Rumble because of its ending.
And so your lie is that you hated School Rumble.
And Dylan brought a pretty interesting fact.
Was that you hated School Rumble. Now this could go either way as well, because School Rumble has an OVA. So, was it open-ended in the series, and then the OVA closed the open ending? I haven't seen School Rumble, by the way. Or was it open-ending at the OVA?
Because I didn't know there was an OVA of School Rumble, so thank you very much. I will certainly check that one out. But yes, this one is a truth. I hate School Rumble simply because of the ending. And you're probably wondering, why? Well, let me explain this. Well, you have various characters in this anime, like I've explained before, and there's nothing wrong with having many characters with many backgrounds, with many character development. In fact, it keeps the anime going and it keeps the anime interesting, which is pretty fun to look at. But it gets annoying when you start to show little subtle details of every character starting to love each other. It's so frustrating, So, Kenji, the male protagonist, who was an ex-delinquent and now is in love with this girl right here, Tomo. Tenma. And Tenma's younger sister, Yakumo, which is this one right here, I think. Yeah, that's Yakumo. Yakumo is actually also in love with Kenji. Wait, no, I'm explaining it the wrong way. Okay, take two. So you have this girl right here, who's Tomo. Why do I keep saying Tomo? Is there an anime with a character that's called Tomo? Let me know. Okay, take three. You have this girl right here who's called Tenma. And Tenma is a idiotic girl. She's very stupid. And there's nothing wrong with that because it's quite funny in the anime. You have her younger sister who is called Yakumo. And Yakumo is smarter, apparently prettier, taller, and younger. And, it's common for some anime to have a younger sister who's actually better at everything than the older sister, which is pretty funny. Then you have, Eri, who is, your typical American girl who comes from America and comes to Japan to study because her father, blah blah blah. It's just, you have this very huge area in which you can work with. You have a stupid funny girl, you have a very smart shy girl, you have a very rich American girl, and you have a funny male protagonist who's called Kenji, who used to be a delinquent and now isn't anymore because he's in love with a girl and he wants to prove to her that he's good on a very stupid way. So there are a lot of things that this anime is actually good. However, why do I keep stalling the ending? So, see, it's just... That's why I hate this anime. There's no way to describe it logically. And I hate that when an anime that is logical can't be explained logically. It's really frustrating. Do you know that? Okay, so what take this is? This is like take 70. So Kenji used to be a delinquent, and he's in love with Tomo, the girl in the middle. And oh, I just figured out that the OVA is on this disc too. Oh, thanks, Dylan. I'll certainly check it out. But okay, take 71. So Kenji, the main protagonist, who all that, who is in love with this girl right here. And in the past, it's explained throughout the anime that he loves her, but she doesn't love him because he's a delinquent. And he's like, okay, I'll change my life, and then he puts on sunglasses, he grows a mustache, and he thinks that he's a different person now. And the stupid Tomo won't even notice. I mean, throughout the whole series, you would think she would eventually find out, but no. Onto the last episode, when he's even trying to tell her, she doesn't get it. It's so frustrating. Do you know? I mean, it's like giving a girl like an apple, and you're telling her how many apples do you have, and she's like, 1. And then you're like, alright, here you have another apple. How many apples do you have now? And she's like, 7. She's that kind of a girl, and that is so frustrating, The second part I really hate of this anime is that, Tenma, aside from being extremely stupid, 2 girls also love Kenji. Or was it 3? And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with having multiple girls love one character, because that would, make an interesting plot. That would fill an episode or 2, which is good. But they don't do anything with it. Like, especially in the last few episodes, it goes like, it starts climbing, they get to talk, they make some relationships, they have fun things in common, and then suddenly, it goes downhill like that. I mean, it doesn't even reach the peak where you get to know what they really feel. I mean, it's there. I mean, Eri falls in love with him because he's an awesome dude. She finds out, like, actually, Kenji is an awesome dude. I don't actually like him. She doesn't say that, but you can see it throughout the episodes, And this girl right here, Yakumo, the younger sister of Tenma, she does the same thing. She's like, I can't love Kenji because my sister is supposed to be with him. That's bullshit. Tenma doesn't even know who Kenji is, so why would he like him? And that is all, it's not an open ending, it's a lazy ending. That's what I'm gonna call it. It's a lazy ending. So you have various characters, you have various things going on, and suddenly it's like, no, I don't want to do it. No, just no, I don't want to do it. Yeah, no. No, stop drawing. Just, yeah, it's good. Yeah, all the credits, yeah, it's good. It's not good. And that's what I really hate about this anime. I mean, it's such a satisfying anime to see, because you are hoping that some things will be answered throughout the whole series, but it doesn't. Things don't get answered, and I hate that about anime. I call that being lazy, not being autistic, because you can be autistic, and you can be autistic, and you can be awesome at the same time, like Ghost in the Shell, the movie. That movie had an open ending, but it was closed at the same time. People could make their own conclusions about certain things, and the movie didn't really give you any lead on those things. It just gave you basic information and said, right, it's done now, we've done our part, you can go fantasize your own thing. But here, it's not complete. I'll say it like that. And I have to add, I haven't seen the OVA yet, so maybe I'm wrong, so we'll see. Yeah, I am planning on making a manga. Will it ever get released? I don't know. Will I ever finish it? I have no idea either. But yes, I've been working on drafts, and I have made a few pages already, and I have most of the story set up, and I have a general plot going on. So yeah, definitely subscribe to us because we're super awesome, and we'll have more super awesome episodes coming on, and we even have Shiki, this Afro-American manga lover. He's really awesome. You should check out his videos. He's really, really funny. I like his videos already, so I'm very glad that he's on our team. So yeah,